Hello, awakened souls. The moment so many of us have been waiting for has finally arrived. What was once a distant idea, a silent hope for many, is now right before us. The separation of 5D, Earth, is happening now. At this very moment, universal forces are moving in ways that many people still cannot comprehend. You might be feeling it. It may be subtle for some, while others experience a deep and sudden transformation in their lives. Either way, if you are here listening to this message, it's because something inside you already knows. We are in the midst of one of the greatest spiritual transitions in human history. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive all notifications. Leave your comments so we can feel your energy with us. And if this content resonates with you, give it a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Your participation is essential for us to keep expanding this spiritual journey. And please, stay until the end, because there's something amazing that could transform your spiritual journey in a surprising way. Have you noticed lately that some people around you simply cannot understand or hear what you're trying to communicate? You find yourself explaining concepts about consciousness, energy, and unconditional love, yet your words seem unable to penetrate their minds. Don't worry, you are not alone. It's not just a coincidence or common social isolation. There is a much greater cosmic and spiritual reason behind this, a powerful truth that we will uncover today. A truth that is directly related to the separation of frequencies between 3D Earth and 5D Earth. And most importantly, you are part of those who are already ready for this transition. Things may have seemed confusing lately. Perhaps you've noticed that the way you perceive reality is changing. You feel like you're living in a different frequency, a higher vibration, while those around you seem trapped in old patterns, in a limited and repetitive existence. The good news is that you're not imagining this. That feeling of disconnection from certain individuals or situations is not just your impression. You are truly vibrating in a new state of being, and this is something to celebrate. However, it's also important to recognize that not everyone is ready to follow this change. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive all notifications. Leave your comments so we can feel your energy with us. And if this content resonates with you, give it a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Your participation is essential for us to keep expanding this spiritual journey. And please, stay until the end, because there's something amazing that could transform your spiritual journey in a surprising way. If you've ever felt like you are living in a different reality from those around you, as if you're experiencing a new dimension of consciousness, while others remain in a cycle of repetition and limitation, you are in the right place. There is nothing wrong with you. In fact, you are exactly where you need to be. This is your spiritual calling, and the fact that you are here now hearing these words is a clear sign that you are aligned with the new 5D Earth. Today, we will explore what is really happening behind the scenes of this dimensional separation, and how you can not only align with the energy of 5D Earth, but also help anchor this new reality. Because, my friends, this is a collective mission, and each of us has a crucial role to play in this ascension process. The 5D Earth is more than an abstract concept or distant idea. It is already here, existing in parallel with 3D Earth. But to access it, a shift in consciousness is required. It's not about fleeing or escaping physical reality, but about transcending the patterns of fear, separation, and limitation that characterize 3D existence. Are you ready for this? If you have felt in your heart that the world around you is changing in ways you can't explain with words, then you have already started this process. The 5D Earth is a new frequency, a new timeline where love, compassion, unity, and spiritual expansion are the foundations of existence. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive all notifications. Leave your comments so we can feel your energy with us. And if this content resonates with you, give it a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Your participation is essential for us to keep expanding this spiritual journey. And please, stay until the end, because there's something amazing that could transform your spiritual journey in a surprising way. But here is the great challenge. Not everyone can or is ready to hear this truth. And that's why we are living in such a fascinating yet challenging time. As you awaken to 5D consciousness, it may seem like people around you can't understand or even resist your new perspectives. That's because, for many, the vibration of 3D Earth is still the dominant field. They are deeply rooted in patterns of fear, control, judgment, and competition. And as much as you wish, not everyone is ready to move into the new reality. But don't get discouraged. Every soul has its own time and path. The important thing is that you keep moving forward, shining your light, because those who are destined to ascend will eventually find their way. Imagine for a moment that you are in a vast ocean. Some are ready to swim into new waters, while others are still afraid to leave the shore. However, those who choose to move forward, even without knowing exactly what lies ahead, will be the pioneers of the new earth. You, who are hearing this, are the brave swimmers. You are the ones ready to explore the unknown, to access a new frequency of being, and to lead the way for those who will follow. That's why I'm so excited about what we're going to discuss today. We're going to explore the exact process by which this dimensional separation is happening, how it affects your daily life, and what you can do to align even more deeply with the new 5D Earth. We'll talk about the signs that indicate you're already on this journey and how you can help others who haven't yet awakened find their own path to ascension. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive all notifications. Leave your comments so we can feel your energy with us. And if this content resonates with you, give it a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Your participation is essential for us to keep expanding this spiritual journey. And please stay until the end, because there's something amazing that could transform your spiritual journey in a surprising way. But before we dive headfirst into this incredible revelation, I want to ask you a special favor. If you've felt touched by this message, if something here has already deeply resonated with you, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel right now. By subscribing, you not only ensure that you will continue receiving these important updates about our spiritual journey, but you also strengthen our community, because, my friends, this is a time of unity. Ascension is a collective journey. We are all on this path together, and the more we connect, the more we can expand our collective consciousness. And more than that, share this message with your friends and family. Yes, many of them may not be ready to hear it yet, but you would be surprised at the power of a message shared at the right moment. Sometimes, all a soul needs to awaken is a seed planted in the heart, and you can be the one responsible for planting that seed. So get ready. We're about to embark on a transformative journey, a voyage that can change the way you see the world, and more importantly, the way you see yourself. The separation of timelines is already underway. The new 5D Earth is waiting for you. And together, as a spiritual community, we can anchor this energy and help more souls awaken to this new reality. Now, with your mind open and your heart aligned, let's begin to unravel the mysteries of this incredible transition that is already happening around us. Take hold of your inner light, because what's coming will transform your worldview. Are you ready? Let's go. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive all notifications. Leave your comments so we can feel your energy with us. And if this content resonates with you, give it a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Your participation is essential for us to keep expanding this spiritual journey. And please stay until the end, because there's something amazing that could transform your spiritual journey in a surprising way. Now pause for a moment and connect with your breath. Inhale deeply and feel the air filling your lungs, nourishing every cell in your body. As you exhale, release any tension, any fear, any doubt. Feel the energy moving around you and within you. This is the first step to aligning with the new 5D Earth. Being present in the moment, recognizing the vastness of consciousness available to you now, and opening yourself to the infinite possibilities of your being. You may ask yourself, why now? Why me? What makes this moment so special? The truth is that this is not a random event. This transition to 5D Earth is not an isolated phenomenon happening outside of you. In fact, it is a co-creation between you, the Earth, and the cosmos. Each of us, individually and collectively, contributes to this shift in frequency. And you, who are hearing this message, have been called to be part of this transformative process. That's why over the past months, or perhaps even years, you've felt a growing restlessness, a sense that something profound is changing. You may have experienced moments of spiritual euphoria, followed by intense challenges that seem to test your inner strength. These are clear signs that you are going through an ascension process, where old energies are being released and your soul is being prepared to vibrate at a new frequency. But just as you are going through these internal changes, the same is happening with the planet. The Earth, as a conscious being, is also rising to a new frequency. This process is known to many as the transition to 5D Earth. But what does that really mean? Let's explore it more deeply. 5D Earth is an expression of a new reality, where higher consciousness prevails. It's a dimension of existence where unconditional love, compassion, unity, and cooperation become the driving forces of life. In this new Earth, the old patterns of fear, separation, and control that characterize 3D Earth begin to dissolve. Human consciousness is expanding, and those who are ready to ascend are experiencing a profound reconfiguration of their energetic, emotional, and mental systems. You may have noticed that, throughout this journey, certain people, situations, and even beliefs that were once part of your life now seem to be fading away. This is part of the separation of timelines. Those who are ready to ascend to 5D Earth begin to vibrate at a higher frequency, creating a disconnect from the frequency of 3D Earth. And this is exactly why, lately, it seems that some people simply cannot hear or understand what you're trying to communicate. It's not that you have changed in a negative way. On the contrary, you are transforming into a more elevated and conscious version of yourself. But those who are still deeply rooted in 3D energies may not be ready to make this transition with you. They are vibrating at a different frequency. You may have noticed this in your personal relationships. Those who used to be close to you, perhaps close friends or even family members, now seem distant or disconnected. Conversations that once flowed easily may now feel forced or superficial. And it may be painful for you, as someone on a journey of spiritual expansion, to see these disconnections happening. But I'm here to tell you that this is part of the natural process of dimensional separation. Not everyone is ready to ascend at this moment, and that's okay. Every soul has its own rhythm, its own path of evolution. The most important thing now is that you continue to honor your own journey. Even if the people around you are not on the same frequency, you must remain steadfast on your path of ascension. Because by doing so, you become a beacon of light for others. Remember, ascension is not about leaving others behind. It's about leading the way, showing by example, and being available for those who, when they are ready, will seek your light for guidance. The transition to 5D Earth is happening on many levels. On one level, there is an energetic shift occurring on our planet. The Earth's frequencies are rising, and this is affecting everything on it, from climate patterns to social and political systems. You may have noticed that, in many ways, the world seems to be in chaos, but this chaos is, in fact, the dissolution of old structures. It is the dismantling of energies based on fear, scarcity, and control, so that new ways of being can emerge. On another level, this transition is happening within you. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you practice compassion over judgment, you are aligning with the frequency of 5D Earth. And, as you can imagine, this choice is not always easy. The 3D world still exerts a strong influence over many of us. But the fact that you are here, listening to this message, is a clear sign that you are already aware of this choice. You are already on the path of ascension. And that is exactly why it is so important for you to keep moving forward. Yes, there will be challenges. Yes, there will be moments when you may feel isolated or disconnected. But know that you are not alone. There is a vast network of awakened souls around the world, all working to anchor this new frequency on Earth. Together, we are creating a new reality, a new Earth where love and light prevail. Now, before we continue, I want to share something very important with you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, this is the perfect time to do so. By subscribing, you will connect to a continuous source of spiritual wisdom and guidance for your ascension journey. We are creating a community of awakened souls, and each new member who joins strengthens our collective vibration. The more we unite, the more power we will have to manifest this new 5D Earth reality. But don't stop there. I also invite you to share this message with your friends and family. Yes, I know not everyone is ready to hear this, but you could be the channel through which a soul that is still asleep might awaken. Sometimes, all it takes is one message, one single idea, to open someone's mind and heart. And you could be the person to plant that seed of awakening. Imagine the impact we can make together if each of us shares this message with at least one person who needs to hear it. We are here to support each other, to light the way, and to help awaken more souls to this new reality. Now, I know it may seem a little scary or even challenging to be in the midst of this transition. It is a gigantic process, and its magnitude can be overwhelming. But I want you to know that you are already prepared for this. Everything you've experienced in your life up until now has been a preparation for this moment. Every lesson you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, every time you chose love over fear, all of this has led you to this exact point in time. You are ready. So, before we dive deeper into this journey, I invite you to take a deep breath once again. Breathe in, feel the energy flowing through your body, and acknowledge the power within you. You are an awakened soul, and you are here with a purpose. The separation of timelines is already happening, and the new 5D Earth is waiting for you. And now, together, let's begin to uncover the mysteries of this incredible transition that is already happening around us. Let's walk together, because the journey is just beginning. What is the separation of the 5D Earth timeline? The separation of timelines is a phenomenon that is already underway, and many of us, awakened souls, are already feeling its effects intensely and transformatively. To fully understand what is happening, we need to look beyond the physical reality we see with our eyes, and dive deeply into the energetic and spiritual nature of existence. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies. The Earth, as a living being, also has its own vibrational frequency. For millennia, the majority of humanity has been vibrating at the frequency of 3D Earth, a dimension characterized by strong duality. The third dimension, 3D, is a reality where experiences of separation, fear, limitation, and control predominate. Here, individuals are deeply rooted in egoic identities, focused on the I as separate from the whole, and entangled in belief systems that limit their ability to access spiritual truth. However, something extraordinary has begun to happen. The vibrational frequency of the Earth is rising. This frequency increase is pushing the planet into a new reality, known as 5D Earth, a dimension of higher consciousness where unconditional love, unity, and harmony are the dominant energies. What we are experiencing now in this great transition is the separation of timelines, where people are starting to vibrate at different frequencies, creating a distinct reality for those who are ready to ascend. This separation is more than a metaphor. It is real and tangible. On one side, we have those who are awakening, raising their consciousness, and ascending into this new reality of peace, love, and higher awareness. 5D Earth. These people are beginning to perceive the world differently. They are opening up to new ways of understanding life, spirituality, and the connection to the universe. They are aligned with the energy of the new Earth, and as a result, their lives are being transformed in profound ways. Synchronicities become more frequent, intuition sharper, and the sense of peace and purpose is a constant. On the other side, we have those who remain trapped in the density of 3D Earth, in illusion, negativity, and fear. These people are still deeply rooted in the old structures of 3D Earth, living under the influence of a system that promotes separation, control, competition, and lack. Many still cannot see beyond their limited realities and resist change, often due to fear or a lack of understanding. If you are watching this video, it's because you have already noticed this difference. You may have observed that your perception of the world is changing, that certain old patterns are being released, and that your connection with something greater, whether it's your soul, the universe, or a higher cosmic intelligence, is deepening. And this is no coincidence. You have been called to awaken. You have been called to participate in this great planetary transformation. By choosing to raise your vibration, you are, consciously or unconsciously, aligning yourself with 5D Earth. The crucial point here is that this separation is not something to fear. It's not dividing people irreversibly, but rather creating opportunities for each soul to follow their own evolutionary path. Everyone has the chance to ascend, but awakening depends on each individual's level of readiness. Those who are ready are already beginning to vibrate at a higher frequency, while others still need time and lessons from the 3D reality. Why can't they hear you anymore? One of the most common experiences during this ascension process is feeling that those around you, with whom you always had a strong connection, suddenly seem disconnected. You try to share your spiritual experiences, your deeper understanding of the universe, but it seems like your words don't reach them. They simply can't hear what you are saying. This can be frustrating and even painful, but it's important to understand what's really happening behind this. Those who are still vibrating at the 3D Earth frequency simply can't comprehend the spiritual truth you have already accessed. This is not something negative or to be judged. It's part of the separation of timelines. When you ascend, your vibrational frequency rises, and as a result, your worldview changes completely. You begin to perceive things from a broader, more connected and unified perspective. You begin to understand that everything is interconnected, that life is an expression of divine consciousness, and that love is the unifying force that permeates everything. People who are still trapped in the density of 3D Earth, on the other hand, are living from a completely different perspective. They are vibrating at a lower frequency, which means their perceptions of reality are limited by the filters of fear, separation, and duality. For them, the world is a place of scarcity, where survival is a struggle, where the self is separate from the other, and where control and power are the main driving forces behind actions. When you try to share your spiritual truths with these people, it's like trying to convey a message in a language they haven't yet learned to speak. It's not that they are incapable of hearing, but they are vibrating at a different frequency than you. Their minds and hearts are not yet ready to receive the information you are offering. This is one of the clearest signs that the separation of timelines is already happening. Communication between those who are ascending and those who are still rooted in 3D is becoming difficult, not because the words have changed, but because the frequencies at which those words are received are different. This phenomenon is something many of us are experiencing in our personal relationships. You may have noticed that close friends, family members, or even partners who used to understand your ideas and visions now seem distant or incomprehensible. This is natural at this point in the ascension journey. It's not about who is right or wrong, but rather about where each soul is in their own evolutionary process. Every person has their own time and pace for awakening, and it's up to us to respect this process, both our own and others. So, what should you do when this happens? The first step is to practice acceptance and compassion. Don't try to force anyone to see or understand something they are not yet ready for. This only creates resistance. Instead, remain steadfast in your own vibration. Continue raising your frequency and being an example of light and love. Even if they can't hear you now, you can be the light that will guide them when they are ready to awaken. What can you do to align with 5D Earth? Now, more than ever, it is crucial that you continue working on your own spiritual ascension. The transition to 5D Earth is an ongoing process, and each day offers new opportunities for you to align with this new frequency. The path to ascension is, above all, a path of self-responsibility. This means that you have the power to choose, at every moment, how you want to vibrate and which reality you wish to inhabit. There are several practices you can incorporate into your daily life to align with 5D Earth and continue raising your vibration. Meditation. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for raising your vibrational frequency. By quieting the mind and connecting with your inner self, you begin to access higher levels of consciousness. Regular meditation not only calms the nervous system and reduces stress, but also allows you to connect with the wisdom of your soul and the cosmic intelligence that is always available to you. When you meditate, you become a channel for the light and energy of 5D Earth, allowing these energies to flow through you and anchor into your reality. Connection with your higher self. Your higher self is the highest part of your consciousness, which exists beyond the limitations of the mind and ego. To align with 5D Earth, it is essential that you strengthen your connection with this part of yourself. This can be done through meditation, contemplation, or simply practicing presence and mindfulness in your daily life. The more you connect with your higher self, the easier it will be for you to navigate through the energetic changes and keep your vibration elevated, regardless of what is happening around you. Unconditional love and compassion. 5D. Earth is a reality based on unconditional love. This means that to align with this new frequency, it is necessary to cultivate love in all areas of your life. This begins with self-love, treating yourself with kindness, compassion, and respect. By doing so, you naturally begin to expand that love to others. The practice of compassion, especially for those still trapped in the density of 3D Earth, is essential. Remember that everyone is on their own path of evolution, and even if they are not ready to ascend now, they are still worthy of love and acceptance. Daily practice for raising energy. In addition to meditation and connecting with your higher self, there are many other practices that can help you raise your energy. This includes practicing gratitude, connecting with nature, engaging in creative expression, such as art, music, or dance, and aligning with what brings joy and peace to your heart. When you are in a state of gratitude and joy, you naturally raise your vibration and align with 5D Earth. Remember, you are here to help anchor the energy of the new Earth. By raising your vibration, you not only align yourself with 5D Earth, but you also help others find their way. Even if they cannot hear you right now, your light is making a difference. When you live in alignment with your spiritual truth, you become an example for those around you. Your energy begins to impact others in subtle yet powerful ways. You may not notice it immediately, but the people around you will feel your change. They may not understand what is happening, but your presence will begin to inspire them to seek their own answers. As you continue to raise your frequency, you become a beacon of light, guiding those who are ready to awaken. The Great Revelation of 2024. We are living in extraordinary times. Many of us who have been on this spiritual journey for years or even decades have always known that a great moment of transformation would come. And now, in 2024, that moment has finally arrived. This is the year when many souls will awaken. The separation between dimensions will become increasingly evident, and those who are ready for ascension will begin to see changes in their own lives. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. The next content has the power to deeply transform your spiritual life in ways you never imagined. If you felt this connection, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones. Together, we will expand this journey of light and growth. May God bless everyone and continue guiding your path. If you are wondering what this ascension will be like, it will not come as a single cosmic event that transforms the world in an instant. Ascension is a process, a journey that happens in stages. For some, the changes may be subtle, an increase in synchronicity, a sense of inner peace that begins to permeate every aspect of life, a stronger connection with the universe and with other awakened souls. For others, the transition may be more intense, with emotional, physical, and spiritual challenges that force them to release what no longer serves their growth. The revelation is this: 5D. Earth is not just a distant concept, it is already here, and you are among those who are ready to align with it. The separation of timelines means that we are collectively creating a new reality, a new way of being. Every choice you make, every thought you hold, every action you take is shaping your experience on 5D Earth. Now, more than ever, it is important that you stay focused on your purpose. Do not be distracted by the energies of 3D Earth, which may try to pull you back into old patterns of fear and control. Instead, remain centered in your spiritual truth. Each day, ask yourself, how can I align more deeply with 5D Earth today? How can I be a channel of love and light for the world? What to expect from now on? In the coming months, the difference between those ascending and those remaining in 3D will become increasingly clear. For many, this separation may bring feelings of loneliness or disconnection, as old friends, relationships, and situations that once made sense now seem to be dissolving. But it's important to remember that this is part of the process. These changes are not happening to punish or isolate you, but to create space for the new. 5D Earth is waiting for you, and for you to fully align with this new reality, you must be willing to release what no longer serves your growth. This includes old thought patterns, relationships based on dependency or fear, and even old belief systems that have limited your spiritual expression. Trust the path. The ascension journey is not linear, and there will be moments of challenge. But know that with every step you take toward 5D Earth, you are moving closer to a reality of love, peace, and spiritual expansion. Follow your intuition. Listen to the messages your higher self is sending you. And above all, continue to raise your vibration. The universe is on your side, and together, as a spiritual community, we can anchor this new reality and accelerate the planetary awakening. My dear ones, we've reached the end of this journey of knowledge and revelation. But in truth, this is just the beginning of something much greater. What we discussed here today is more than information. It is a call to action, an invitation for you to embrace your role in the spiritual ascension that is already underway. 5D. Earth is separating now. This process is not something distant or abstract, but a vibrational reality that is already manifesting. And by being here, you've already taken the first steps to align with this new frequency. Not everyone is ready to hear or understand what is happening. This is part of the natural process. But the fact that you are here, listening to these words, means that you are part of this awakening. Your heart is already attuned to the new earth, and your soul is yearning for this transformation. Yes, it can be challenging, especially when those around you cannot yet perceive or feel what you are experiencing, but know that you are not alone. There is a growing community of awakened souls around the world, all working to anchor this new reality. The most important thing now is for you to keep your light shining. Continue raising your frequency and living in alignment with your spiritual truth. Because even though those around you may not hear you now, the time of truth will come for everyone. Your light, your presence, and your energy are powerful. They have the potential to guide others at the right moment. And that moment is approaching. The more you shine, the sooner those who are ready will be able to see and understand what is happening. If this video touched your heart, if you felt it resonated with the spiritual truths we discussed, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel now. By subscribing, you connect with a continuous network of spiritual messages and insights that will support you throughout your ascension journey. Each video, each message is designed to help you navigate these energetic shifts so that you can remain firm in your soul's purpose. Furthermore, by subscribing, you strengthen our spiritual community. We are all on this journey together, and the more we connect, the stronger we become as a community of light. You are part of something much greater than yourself, a chain of awakened souls helping to transform the reality of Earth. And I am here to walk alongside you, offering guidance and support along the way. But our mission cannot stop here. The time is now. Many people around you are still trapped in the energies of 3D Earth, unaware that a new reality is within reach. They need to hear this message, and you can be the channel that helps awaken them. Share this video with your friends, family, and on your social media. Even if you feel that some are not ready yet, plant the seed. Sometimes, a single message is enough to awaken a soul, and you never know the impact your actions may have on someone else's life. Ascension is a collective process, and the more souls awaken, the faster we can anchor the energy of 5D Earth. Each of us has a role to play, and together we can accelerate this process. Imagine a world where millions of people are vibrating in harmony with unconditional love, compassion, and unity. That is the world we are co-creating. That is the future of 5D Earth, and it is already here, waiting to be manifested through our actions and intentions. Remember, the great separation is happening, and you have been chosen to be on the front lines of this transformation. Don't let fear or doubt steer you away from your path. You already have everything you need within you to live in alignment with this new reality. 5D. Earth is your destiny, and the journey has already begun. So, the question I leave you with is, are you ready? Ready to take the next step in your spiritual journey, to continue raising your vibration, and to help awaken others along the way? If the answer is yes, then come with me. This is a journey we do not take alone. We walk together as a community of light, as awakened beings, and as co-creators of a new reality. Until the next video, may the light always guide your path. May unconditional love and divine wisdom illuminate every decision, every action, and every thought. The future is bright, and 5D Earth is waiting for you. The time is now. Let's go together.